doesn't really happen here. But which leads me to the next segment. We got a bear in the woods.
Allegedly.
You think that it's just happening somewhere else in the world. But man, it's just, there's a surge of bears all around. And we got one rolling up in our woods, apparently, which is wild. And not even just here. We got them in Japan.
Jabears.
We got jabears. Japanese bears are on the rise. They're on the rise. There's over 200 bear incidences this year, and most of them, that's the most ever in Japan history. It's like it's a record.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. There's this video of a bear strolling past a convenience store like it's looking for snacks. You ever see the movie, what's it called? Over the Hedge? No, not Over the Hedge. Open Season.
Mm-hmm.
And my kids love that movie. And the bear's a domesticated bear, and he goes out with a deer, and they get into the convenience store, and then the owner has to give up the bear. It's this whole story. But that's what I think about when I see this. Apparently, these bear incidences are on the rise in Japan because there's a shortage on acorns or something. And so they're looking for food.
Yeah.
And so they're looking for snacks, and I bet you they're after them little Deborah Christmas trees.
That's how bears are in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Yeah.
They're kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
Just roaming around the city.
Is that like the most bears per cat? I wonder who has the most bears.
I don't know. I know those bears aren't afraid of humans, though. Gatlinburg's a pretty touristy spot.
Yeah.
And I guess they get between like 1,200 and 2,000 calls about bears every year. So that's a lot.
That's a lot.
We don't even have 200 bears in the state of Ohio, probably.
Yeah. It's interesting. Speaking of which, though, like Pastor had mentioned, he pulled me off to the side one of these days, and he recently he said, "Hey, just so you know, the church next door found prints or found proof of bears and bobcats."
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was a trail cam or if it was just they found big poop,
Yeah.
So we don't know. But he said, just be extra careful, with the kids and all the other things. He's like, just keep your eye out. And man, I think there's only been like 2 times in me living here where I heard or saw a bear sighting.
Yeah, the last reported one in this area was at Goodyear Heights Metro Park down the road in 2021. And it was a bear that had recently been seen traveling from Hudson.
Yeah.
So they think that was the same bear just running back and forth between Hudson and here.
Yeah, it might have been the one. I think in high school we saw one cross our. It was in the newspapers and everything. It crossed Congress Lake Road, and everybody was up in arms about it. They were all upset about it and worried. And it's like a thing where they've just, bears have been around. They've been a thing for a very long time. They're just not, like you said, we don't have that many of them.
Yeah, there's not.
And so it's rare to see one. And so they're really not something to worry about here. And in Japan,
Ohio's estimated population of bears right now is 50 to 100.
Yeah, so it's rare. So the likelihood of it being, here. So what happens though is when you see them out like with people or like in our spaces, it's because there's a shortage on food or they're sick or something,
Yeah.
And it's just interesting. But in Japan, there's so many incidences popping off this year. It's basically Black Friday for bears. They're just going into town and taking what they need, probably because of the shortage of food. They're desperate, and so they're out there just roaming around. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Expert says it's because the acorn shortage, the bears are starving, which means they're not scared of people, and they're hungry and they're bold, and that's a terrible combination to be in when you're hungry and you're upset. It's a bad combo. But yeah, Pastor said that there was bobcat sighting and bear sighting.
Yeah, I definitely believe bobcats. I believe that's way more common.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like you said, it could be that metro bear just hanging around. But it's wild.
There's 777 confirmed sightings in 2024 of bobcats in Ohio.
Oh yeah, that's for sure here. Then I wouldn't be surprised.
but more southern. Not really up here.
Yeah.
There was one in the county below here. I forget what county that is.
Mm-hmm.
But probably in that area.
What are you more worried about? Otters, turkeys, geese, or bears?
Geese.
Right now.
I'm scared of geese.
Exactly.
That was a joke. That was 100% just a joke. Wow.
No, I'm kidding.
Bobcat.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
seems like a feisty bugger. You know, just like kids and stuff on this property all the time. So the coyotes have gotten way big, and we called somebody that came in and trapped them, and actually saw him take them out.
Yeah,
which was cool. And
that's
some pretty, but they're like huge. They look like huskies, but like, you know, like the dire wolf huskies. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Something that Colossal Labs cooked up.
Yeah.
Subscribe to hear more. Full episode out now.